All right, we should be live now. Cool.
All right. So a friend of mine, he's in another mastermind group that I'm a part of. He sent me a message while we were having our regular chat. And he's like, "Do you know John Sonmez?" And it's funny because he's the youth pastor for a church in Texas in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, how the frick do you know? He got an email from some guy named Sean Rakidich.
Okay, that sounds like a familiar name. I'm sure that he's part of my Bulldog Mindset membership, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he does Airbnb coaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I know. I interviewed him on YouTube.
Yep. So he sent out an email, and the email is basically it's like a copy and paste of one that I've seen from you.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, you mentioned in the email how I became the most hated man in tech. John Sonmez is canceled.
Right.
And I think I got an honorable mention in there, which is why he came back to me. He's like, "Do you know this guy?" Because I think. Anyway, I'm like, he's like, "Was he defending you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I got canceled because I basically wouldn't cancel him." So
right.
Anyway, it was kind of funny because I'm like, this is kind of a circular thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's funny. Huh? Yeah, it's a small world.
Yeah.
That email actually worked out well. So it was kind of interesting with Sean. This was actually a really good opportunity. I finally figured out how to work these things. So I get a lot of solicitations for people that are like, "Hey, can you interview me on your YouTube channel?" Right. And this guy, he does Airbnb stuff, and I wasn't sure. It's like, I don't know if it like, I get a lot of these, right? So I was like, okay, well, what can I do? How can I make it worth my while? And he had mentioned something in his email about having a list that he would promote the interview to. And so I replied back and I said, you know what? I'll interview Sean, but here's the deal. Allow me to send an email to your list advertising something, right? Like, allow me to market to your list. And so they said, yeah. So basically what happened was I interviewed Sean, and he's actually got really good content. He's successfully running an Airbnb empire. Right. And so he's doing that well. So it was a good interview. And then I basically got the ability to send one email to their list. So I had my copywriter send an email advertising the Bulldog Mindset trial membership. And I think their list had like 3,000 or 4,000 people on it. But that email went out like a couple days ago, and I've gotten probably about 20 signups from that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so 20 subscribers. So that turned out to be good. So I think I could replicate that in the future. Is basically if someone wants to be interviewed on the channel, right? Because a lot of times what I had done in the past was say, oh, okay, yeah, but interview me, or do that kind of. But I think it's better. I'd rather say, okay, yeah, I'll interview you on my channel, but let me send an email to your list, right? And I think that's a pretty good trade-off, and it works better for me because I'd rather send an email to the list.
Heck yeah.
Right. And then I have credibility with their list, right? So think about it this way, right? Because they've been interviewed on my channel, right? So now his audience already is somewhat aware of me because he sent them to my channel, right, to see his interview.
Yeah.
And now I send an advertisement to his list and get pretty good results there. So
yep, makes sense to me.
Yep.
Well, anyway, my friend was pretty he's like, "Oh, you know this guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know this guy." So yeah, it's interesting to see how the credibility kind of moves around from group to group.
Yeah.
So anyway. So yeah. Oh, this challenge is killing me. Oh
what
my
challenge
gosh.
are you doing
the
right
one
now?
funnel away?
Oh, the one funnel away. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I've been looking at a whole bunch of other people's ads and funnels and stuff. And it's interesting because in some ways I'm looking at it and I'm going, yeah, I could do that way better. And in some ways I'm looking at it and going, I never thought to do that, right? So it's been really, really interesting.
You're doing
just looking.
ClickFunnels
Yeah.
challenge?
Yep. So I'm going to be working up some stuff for some affiliate stuff to see if I can send more people to different offers like you guys's, some of the other ones. So I'm going to be experimenting with that and seeing how that goes together.
Nice.
Because if I can, you know, sell a bunch of your stuff, then, you know, I get a pile of money and I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Dude, making bank on my launches.
Dude, how's that? So
Promotions.
apparently that it's the hot potato. It's the hot potato, right? Because a bunch of people came over from from the sale we did to my list, and they're hot buyers, right? And so they're recent buyers, which is the best list that you can have. And so now you're doing a promotion, and those hot potatoes are buying. So yeah, so that's interesting to see that effect.
It's amazing because it's almost like all the we have same that's the right. So
is he cutting out a ton for you too?
Yeah. It sounds like auto-tune.
I can't understand him at all.
We kind of missed pretty much everything you said there, man. It's good. Do you have your connection's pretty bad?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we did pretty good on the promotion. I'll catch up everyone while Manny's fixing his connection. But we did the promotion to my list, and I think we did like close to $10,000, $11,000 in sales. And then Manny launched a promotion right afterwards just to his list. But of course, there were buyers that came over from my list there, and they also bought the promotion, which was a higher price promotion to his list. So a large percentage of them, or a decent percentage of them, bought. So I got commissions on those buyers as well.
A whole bunch.
Oh, wow.
It's like you're gonna probably end up getting like around 2K after it's all said and done. So it's like 4K gross. So if you add that on to the last promotion, that's more like 15, 16K on that promotion.
So that's a good lesson, right?
Yeah.
So we just learned something. Promote to someone else's list, and then as soon as that promotion's done, start a promotion on your list with those new buyers included into it, and you can sell them again, and they have a high. I mean,
sneaky.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, and it's really good. It's something that I think affiliate marketers don't think about enough. That the more money you make your affiliates, the more long-term you're gonna do these deals with people. So a lot of people are very skimpy on their cookies. They're like, oh yeah, I'll send, we'll do the promotion. It's a 7-day cookie or 14-day cookie or something like that. But that usually means that the affiliate is not going to make any money as soon as the promotion is done. But if my affiliates make money, we're going to always make money. Like
right, because I keep on sending you people.
Yeah.
Go make me some more money. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you just print cash for free while I'm doing all the work here, writing these damn emails all day long.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. So many promotions initially, and the funny thing is, you're also getting people, like there's a subset of people who did not buy the last one, right? The email I sent you, the initial one, I was like, who's this person? Why is it getting attributed to you? She never bought from our promotion together, and she's on my list. So why is that getting attributed to you? I think what happened was back in February when we ran the promotion of last year, she didn't buy,
But she clicked the
but
sales page.
she enrolled. Yeah, she clicked to the sales page and she enrolled on my website for some freebies. She went to
I
my
see, yeah.
website, enrolled on my email list, and she was on my email list for a whole year. And then again, when you send the email for mental toughness, she again clicked on those emails but didn't buy. But
Right.
this time, when I sent the email, she bought. But because the cookie was activated again, well, the sale got attributed to you. That's why I was scratching my head. I'm like, why? What's going on here? Why is Simple Programmer involved? She's never bought anything from me.
Right. It's those multiple exposures, right? That's the
Yeah.
people forget what the key to branding is, right? Branding is multiple repeat exposures at
so
least 7
true.
times. So
Well, it's the same with sales in a lot of cases. I mean, I try and make this case with my sponsors, right? It's, you know, they're hearing your message once or twice or 3 times on the podcast because that's all you sponsor. And what you need is you need to be able to come back around on your own and smack them again and again and again so that you get their attention.
yeah, exactly.
And yeah, you know, that's kind of the deal there. So
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's what Chet Holmes used to call pig-headed discipline in his book, The Ultimate Sales Machine. Just you never relent on that. I mean, it's the same thing with the emails that we sent for your promotion, the number of emails that we sent
Yeah.
for the mental toughness promotion. That was a lot of emails, but it kept on going, kept on giving the results.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it takes to do it. So
how's the current promotion going? The Perf Guild?
I think well, I don't have like a dashboard for this one, but it was at 0 sales when Joe emailed me. So I think it's just a bad matchup because it's automation and that's a small subsegment. So kind of probably this will be a lesson learned. One, don't promote something that is, you know, there's not as many like performance testing people on the list. Like, whereas his list is specifically all test automation people. So not a good promo unless I had a segment there, you know.
There's some alignment between his and mine. But I kind of got to it late. I've been sending out emails this week and letting people know that it's next week. So we'll see if I sell any, but
yeah.
How many emails did you send, John?
Just 3, I believe. So, but this one I wanted to do light on anyway, just in case. And also I don't want to, you know, I want to save the large email sends for offers that are doing well, right? So it's kind of strategy I'm kind of developing as well. Is the first time I test an offer, I don't want to send a lot of emails, but if that offer does well, then the next time I do the offer, if I'm going to do it again, then let's send a bunch of emails and maximize it, right? So, you know, it's sort of the
once
cannonball.
you test it the next day.
Yeah, right. The bullets before the cannonballs.
Bullets and cannonballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
So I gotta tell you guys, you know, I don't know if you've seen the whole Alex Becker thing on the no caffeine and the dopamine stuff, but I was off caffeine for over a month now, and I am back on it today. And I think I've settled it for once and for all. It's better to just be on caffeine, honestly. Like, at least for me, right? Because I really gave this a really good, because I believed that being off caffeine, you know, I was like, okay, give it like 4 weeks and then my sleep will be better. And I've been taking a nap like every single day, right? Almost, not every single day, but, and I'm training hard and everything. And there's that aspect of it as well. But it doesn't make any sense. I'm not seeing any benefit. I see a much greater benefit being on caffeine. You know, there's probably diminishing returns, but just to, you know, I've experimented with this now probably 3 different times where I quit caffeine for like a month at a time. I've never seen any kind of improvement in anything, only only bad negative reaction to not being on caffeine. And I've given it enough time that the full withdrawal symptoms would have resolved. So yeah, so maybe it's different. Maybe different people have different genetic predispositions, but for me, caffeine seems to be a net positive, and there's really no discernible negatives.
Huh.
But yeah, which is interesting too, because I came from a totally unbiased approach. Like I wanted to say, okay, I was totally in the belief that being off caffeine would work 100% and be a positive. So, it seems to be proved the other way in my case. So, I don't know, use that as you will. But I thought I would just share the results from that, at least, for me. Maybe it's worth experimenting for you guys or for anyone watching to experiment for yourself and see if it applies. But I've done the experiment now 3 times, and I'm pretty solidly into the camp of, for me, caffeine is a net positive. So
I didn't even know you were experimenting with it. So
yeah,
you have no idea how many things John is experimenting with at any given time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty much always experimenting. So
Always hacking something or the other.
yeah.
Well, that's a lot of the way that you figure crap out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a problem, guys.
So
Maybe
about the sales page.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Are you getting out of the closet now?
Well, no. Go ahead on the sales page.
No, I was just gonna say, what do you like? I think it performs well because people are forced to go to the order page, and the order page has a bunch of testimonials, which people may or may not see normally on the sales page, but now it grabs their attention and they see the results, and that causes the testimonials to have the selling in that case, I feel.
So I agree. I think what's happening a lot of the psychology is that people are deciding they want it before they see the price. And then when they see the price, they're back justifying the price because they're saying, well, I want this thing. They may be thinking in their head that the price will be less, but then they see it's higher and they're like, I really want it though. They've already committed to the idea that they want it as opposed to making the decision with the price. But you could test it pretty easily, right? By making an A/B test and putting the price on the first page and seeing how the conversion, and you can do A/B tests really easily in ThriveCart. So it might be worth experimenting with, whatever theory you can.
In ThriveCart you can do it, or in Thrive Themes?
In ThriveCart, you can do A/B tests on the, well, I guess it'd be on the checkout page. Maybe that's.
Oh, you mean check the order, A/B test the order page?
I guess you'd want to A/B test the sales page though, so maybe you'd need to do it in the.
Yeah, the button on the sales page is the one that needs to be tested.
Yeah, it might be worth doing to discover, because, I mean, you have a super high conversion rate. To know why that works would be some good knowledge.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know. Well, today's the last day. I can still probably test for whatever time is left.
Yeah. So
go
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so, well, do you have more on that? Because I don't want to switch the topic on you.
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
So here's the problem I'm struggling with. So I'm doing the Bulldog Mindset Mastermind business coaching, right? And I had 21 applicants to the coaching program, or a little bit more than that. I threw out some of them that were just junk applicants, right? So I sent out an email 2 days ago, basically to the applicants that had been selected, and said, okay, here you go. It's open. Make sure that you reiterated what the value was, gave them the 2 prices, the $1,000 a month or the 10,000 that they could click to sign up, and then reiterated the value, and then said, obviously I'm sending this out to more applicants than there are slots. So if you want to get in, make sure that you get in quickly, right? So I created some urgency there. And so far I've only had 2 people actually pay, even though a bunch of people.
Did you give them a deadline?
Yeah, I said by next week. So
Well, if you say by next week, they're gonna do it by next week.
that's true. So maybe I should send out one more email and say that, give it a hard deadline, and then
Yeah,
one
if
final.
you had given the deadline of Friday, I'm sure more people would have paid up. You didn't put
Okay.
urgency down, so
Yeah.
now they're just twiddling their thumbs, waiting it out.
Okay. Because there were some people that definitely committed to it. I mean, almost everyone I sent an application to committed, or they had committed to it, right? Because they filled out the form saying that that their commitment level was high, that they're planning on sticking with it for a year. So, and those were like I filtered with the
Some people
application.
do it just to see if they'll qualify. It's a game.
That's true. That's true.
It sounds weird, but it is true.
I mean, some of the people were people that are actual coaching clients of mine. So I'd
Johnny
already talked to
Thompson.
him. Yeah. So we'll see if I mean, I'm sure he'll sign up, but what I'm going to do is I guess I'm going to have a threshold. If there's not enough people, I think the threshold will really be 6. If there's 6 members, if there's less than 6, then what I'll probably do is just offer the people that signed up that aren't coaching clients to offer to do them, just the one-on-one coaching for now. So
Yeah. Hey, you could. I don't know. Maybe you would want to. Well, yeah. Towards. I think is. Yeah.
yeah, it's surprising though. I think that, yeah,
Well,
I expected.
I think urgency. No matter how much they like you, unless there's an urgency, people just don't take action. Especially when it comes to spending their own money, people slow the fuck down.
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's something to that, and I think there's also just, how do I put it? If you miss some expectation somehow, right? Where they thought that it was going to be much less, or they were going to get something different, then making that all line up is also kind of tricky. So,
Well, I lined up. So basically, the application before the like the emails that advertise the application detailed the price and everything. So
okay,
yeah, so it was designed to pre-filter. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll see what happens the next couple of days, and I will send another
Well,
email with the urgency and the actual deadline
you have to
in
give a
there.
deadline. You have to give a
Yeah.
deadline. It is like what business schools do with rolling applications, right? You
Yeah.
can, anytime an applicant is qualified, they make them an offer, but then the offer is only valid for 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, whatever it is. And they say you
Yep.
can choose to take it or we're moving on.
So here's another thing. When I sent the email, I put everyone in the BCC. Is it possible that some email gets filtered out if you're like on mass BCCs? I mean, it's not like a huge number of people, but maybe I should go back and use a mail merge tool and individually send the emails to the the two. It's probably worth it, I suppose, since there's not that many emails. I'll do that for round 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to make sure, because I didn't get any replies, which is odd. And there's definitely some people, like I said, that like you mentioned, Johnny. I would expect him to sign up right away. I just talked to him about it, so maybe he didn't get the email. But
well, the other thing is that I don't know. I mean, we're in weird times already. And they, it's funny because initially when I was reaching out to people, it's like, yeah, well, I don't have anything to do. And now it seems like people are busier than they've ever been. And so, it may just drift in. You just need to follow up and it's, oh yeah, I was going to do that.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll definitely hit them up again because I'd like to get this.
That's what I would do. I would just find a tool that lets you follow up and then drop them in. I've been using a tool called Gmelius. And so I just build up the sequence. It drops them out when they reply to you. So you just, you just email them 3, 4, 7, 20 times until they tell you to stop. So
I mean, you don't really need that hardcore of an automation system for something as simple as this.
Yeah. Probably not. But you could just,
sell them.
hey, last
You could just
chance,
send
it's
them
going
email
away.
from your active campaign, and that would probably just be
Yep.
fine.
Well, the
Tag
other,
them,
yeah, the
tag
other
them on
lesson,
active campaign.
the other lesson from this, I think possibly too, is that, I mean, I'll see like when I send these emails out, but I tried to launch this as a beta without the sales page and any of the, the checkout page or anything really having anything on it. And so perhaps, it's not worth doing something unless you get the whole, maybe it doesn't feel enough like a product when it doesn't have that professional shine to it. So
I don't know. Sometimes I find that not having the professional shine works to your advantage. So
it may not though when someone's spending $1,000 a month or $10,000 at once. So yeah. Anyway, I'll have to experiment with this and see what happens. The good news is Bulldog Mindset membership's at 597 members, so that's been growing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
good.
pretty solid. I was just looking at the One Good Ad thing with Keith Krantz I told you about.
Yeah.
And there's this girl, Kim. Oh, did you check out the iPhone photography school website I sent you?
I'm already familiar with it. I'd seen it before. I remember seeing it before. They're insane. I've seen them, their Instagram ads. That's when I started looking into their stuff, but I don't know how much money they're making. Tell me, but I'm guessing it's a shit ton of money. I mean,
their traffic is almost the same as yours. Simple programmer, almost the same. A little bit, maybe 20-30% higher, but not that much higher. Like you can check it out on SimilarWeb. It's not that different. What is fascinating is, and they were in the same ad group, right? They were doing organic, and I think they were doing what, 10K a month on ad spends when they started working with these guys, Keith Krantz. And towards the end of 2018, they were doing 400K a month in ad spends.
Whoa, that's insane.
400K a month at 2018.
Wow.
Dang.
All right. So that's like 5 million in ad spend. You better be making 5.1 million to justify 5 million in ad spend.
Right.
Right. So
it's the perfect scalable product.
Every product is scalable. The other person in that, well, I shouldn't say every product is scalable, but like every product should be able to run ads too.
Yeah, but this is infinitely scalable because every single person in the world takes photos with their phone, right? Your target audience is everyone. It's like selling toilet paper.
Well, the bigger the audience gets, the cheaper the product becomes. So then that becomes a problem, like managing that price point and our return on ad spend, right? My book summary stuff is the same problem. Because it's such a giant market, the prices are squeezed. So you play a different game at that point. Another example is this girl called Kimberly Jimenez, how we want to call her, in the same group, in the ads group. She has a $49 a month business group coaching online group, just like yours, like Bulldog Mindset, but business related. When she came to that thing, she had like 200 members in that group, paying $49 a month, and they basically scaled it up to 890 members within a period of 6 months.
Oh wow!
Using ads.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm definitely gonna do that 21-day ad challenge. I've got that. I want to start looking at it.
Which one is this? I don't think I've heard of this one.
Everlasting Ad 21-day challenge.
Dominate web media. Huge fans. But I mean, what I'm learning as I'm running more and more ads nowadays is that there's just so many nuances to it that unless I have played with it for at least 6 months to a year, I don't feel like an agency can actually take it and
Yeah.
run with it. It's impossible. They just can't do it because they really have to. I have to work in the trenches with them to convert a business that's running on warm traffic to convert it into a business that can run on cold traffic.
Right.
It's not just one sales page or one email or one ad. It's the business that has to actually adopt this whole philosophy and mindset all the way through. Whether it is the idea that I will break even or maybe even take a little loss as we enroll people in the front end products, and the fact that we have to have very smooth automated funnels on the back end to make up money for it, or whether it is improving the sales page to the point where it just converts on cold traffic, or whether it is changing the offer, changing the upsells, changing the bumps. All of those things come with this territory of running cold traffic. And unless you as the owner really gets involved 100% in it to make the offer work, I don't think it'll work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's almost like you're starting a whole new business altogether, going from warm to cold.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a lot of work. It's a complete. I mean, the good thing is, of course, we understand the basics of marketing and this like the whole strategic thinking behind all of it. But beyond that, it's a lot of mechanics, a lot of strategic ad-based thinking, and you just have to get your hands dirty.
Yep.
Yeah.
We gotta get on the ad thing, man. We can't keep now. Ad costs are lower. Facebook ad costs are the lowest they've been in the last 4 or 5 years, but they will go up again as soon as the political thing heats up. Now, political
Yeah.
ads will start to take up a lot of the bandwidth.
Yep.
I started an ad just for regular YouTube ads, just to send people to my videos that are performing well. So it's kind of funny. One of them got, it got approved now. it so I appealed it and it actually got approved. So it was how to stop being lazy in 2020, and it got rejected for shocking content. So I
Yeah, not
appealed
being
it.
lazy is shocking.
Right. So I appealed it and now it's approved. So we'll see how that does. But that one actually is a video that had a very high conversion rate to it advertises the $7 trial of Bulldog Mindset membership, and it had a very high conversion rate. So I want to see if just running ads to that video will actually work in some conversions, because I'm basically starting with, let's try the simplest thing that could possibly work, right? Let's just run some ads to a video that I already have that's already getting people to buy the membership. And if that works, then okay, let's see if I can scale that up. If that doesn't work, then let's add some more complexity. Okay, maybe create a specific ad that I'm going to utilize to step people through. But that's kind of my thinking is, let's start with the simplest thing.
Yeah, I would have said, who knows, maybe you can sell a membership to the Facebook ad system or the YouTube ad system. I'm not sure, price point, blah, blah, blah. But once I studied that Kimberly, like once I looked at her thing, the fact that she basically scaled from 200 to 900 members within a matter of 6 months with ads, I was like, this is a no-brainer. There's no way that it won't work for your business or my business, because it's not that far.
Right.
The price point is not that far. It's not really that complicated to make it work. If people can, like, the thing is, if you see others making it work in your close enough niche, it gives you pretty good confidence that you will make it work.
Right.
But it's
Exactly.
just that it won't work the first time around. It won't work the second time around. It won't work the fifth time around. It will take some work to make it work.
When you got to figure out what, yeah, because you have to figure out things like what is the audience that you're gonna, you know, sell it to, and yeah, like what our audience are you going to advertise to, right? I think that is a huge portion of it, is figuring out who, how to select the
Well, it's
audience, right?
tested.
So
That's something
yeah,
to be tested.
yeah,
Right.
that's what.
That's a test. So that's like the at least from what I'm learning so far, the mindset is like that's a testable variable, no big deal. You
Right.
just you put 20 different audiences, you create 20 different audiences, and each ad set you put $10 in just to see which one is converting well, and then you scale the audience that converts best, right? So maybe one
Right.
audience is Tony Robbins fans, one is Tom Bilyeu fans, blah blah, and you keep testing which ones work best for you. The other side of the equation is the more difficult thing to test is, or the more difficult thing to do is your sales page itself, and assume that that will convert to cold audiences, or your sales funnel will convert to cold audiences and all those things. And the offer itself is good enough for cold audience. Like a warm, you might have created your sales videos or your sales pitches assuming warm audiences to a certain level.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying
Yeah.
possibly. But with cold audience, it changes because now you need more social proof. You need better convincing, better influence strategies to make it work.
Or you convert people to a funnel of making them into a warm audience. You know what I mean? It's a little bit
Yeah.
more of a downstream effect, but
Yeah.
Yeah. The assumption is you will still be able to turn this profitably if you give them, like, if you spend all of this effort on converting them from cold to warm to hot to buyers. Right? The assumption is that you will be able to spend that money and get the lead and convert the lead over a period of 10 days rather than try to get the sale upfront with a much better cold audience friendly sales pitch. You see the difference?
yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Are you working again with some agency, or are you trying to get
I'm,
some
no,
coaching or anything around this?
I'm going to do this on my own at this point, and what I may do is like go through some tutorials or courses on it and get something working on my own, or even like, basically I need to come to the point where I'm competent in it, and I reach the end of my expertise, right? That, I think that's the key thing, is just and I'm only focusing on YouTube ads right now, so I can fully understand, or the Google Ads platform, and develop some mastery there. Because once I have
Are you
that
doing
skill
any
set,
are you doing any retargeting, or are you just trying to go for cold?
right now I'm just gonna do this, just the cold to the YouTube videos, but then I'm gonna start doing retargeting as well on there, which yeah, so I'll set that up next, right? And then the last one will be the actual ad funnels.
Yeah,
Again, the strategy is like, let's get the simplest
I
thing that's
think
working possible first.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of
there's a lot of
where I'm going to with the funnel thing, right? Is I just want to understand it well enough to either show somebody else how to get started with it or hire somebody that's competent at it. Because right now I have no idea.
hey, what like I've always been interested in the one funnel away challenge, but I don't really think I'm going to spend the time on that right now.
It is a ton of work, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. How many days in are you?
So it's week 1. They have a pre-training week, and I was able to keep up on the pre-training week, and then Monday was Memorial Day, and so I wound up spending a lot of the time that I would have spent on the challenge doing other things. So I'm a bit behind. I mean, it's terrific stuff, but I am just completely buried on it. So yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, if there's a
Um,
challenge out there for ads, I might hit that next. Because if I can get a funnel
Yeah.
that converts, then I just want to shovel as many people into it as I can.
I still want to know why you're going into the funnel business right now, because that's going to be like, that's something I always see with my coaching clients as well. They will get all excited about the idea of building a funnel, not knowing how much work it is to really fine tune the offer, the funnel, the sales page, the upsell sequences, and all of those things. So it's a lot of work. It's not,
No, it's not a
it's a lot of
trivial
work.
amount of work. But
It's not trivial. It's non-trivial.
basically, there are a couple of things. One is that I want to have a better funnel for. I feel like I took over John's talking though.
Oh no, go ahead.
So essentially, what I'm looking at is, I want to have a better funnel to bring people into, for the sponsorship stuff. Because I feel like I lose people, because they just, they don't come all the way in, or they don't understand what I'm trying to do for them. The other thing is I have people fall out the other end because they'll sponsor for, like 3 weeks, and then they'll disappear because they didn't get an ROI. And so I'm hoping that the funnel can also just bring people in and kind of, prepare them for the fact that they need to sponsor a little bit more and do a little bit of work on the other end in order to do the sales, which is, kind of what we're talking about, back to, some of these other things that we're talking about with our sales pipelines, or you guys' sales pipelines, is that, then they know, okay, I've got to have so many touch points. It helps if I have a couple of different kinds of touch points, help them figure out what funnels work with my audiences and help them get those together, which I can also offer as an upsell, and that kind of thing. But the other thing is I also would like to set up some funnels for the affiliate programs that I have that I can sell people through. So I can do the ads. I can send people to offer pages where where it makes sense, or I can, send them through and maybe say, look, Manny came on these 3 shows and talked about productivity. So, if you go buy his productivity course or his productivity book summaries, and you come, then email me your receipt, or, have some other automation, and I'll email you transcripts and audio for all of the productivity discussions we had, or, and just kind of sweeten the deal and get people, a little more excited to go and take advantage of the offers.
Man, I'll tell you this. I know I don't want to be the Debbie Downer here, but I'll tell you this. It takes a lot of effort to make any funnel work. It takes a lot of effort to get any offer to work and converts. And then, so let me kind of, let me build a hierarchy out. And this is something I've been watching with a lot of my coaching clients right now. First of all, it takes a lot of effort to build one good sales page that converts. Okay. Then it takes a lot of effort to not only build a good sales page, but actually build a good offer. Offer and sales page have, like, there's a lot of different components to it. Like, it's not the same thing. So that adds complexity. Then the upsell, the bumps, the upsell offers, and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Another bunch of work. And then once you have those things, you've got quote unquote a funnel, but now you need to convert that funnel on cold traffic, which is a completely new beast. So, like, I would say the path to glory is one great funnel, not 20 funnels.
Yep.
And I think John already agreed. But yeah, I mean, it's very dangerous to try to build out a whole lot of funnels and try to make any of them work. It's much better to have one funnel. Like, your idea of making the funnel with your sponsorships, like having a high-end funnel where you kind of welcome them with a video, explain the whole thing, what they're gonna get out of it, and like maybe walk them through like a series of 4 or 5 days to explain everything. That sounds good. But anything beyond that, you're just gonna end up spending a lot of effort for very little ROI because Russell Brunson, he sold you on the dream of a funnel, but damn, that's a full-time job
Yeah.
to make one funnel work. Ask John about it. He's been trying to make the damn funnel work for Bulldog Mindset for the last serious for a year and a half now. Right?
Yeah, and it's just the one funnel. That's all that I'm working on, and it's working, right? But it's required a lot of like if I have multiple. The problem with Simple Programmer, the biggest downfall of Simple Programmer has been multiple funnels. That's the big problem, right? Is that for multiple reasons. One, because your message becomes diluted, but then two, because you cannot improve the funnel because your efforts are going to be spread across multiple funnels. So you can't, it's better if you can focus all your efforts on just taking one funnel that works and making it better so that you increase the conversions. So
speaking of which, do you want to do entrepreneurship book summary pack in June? I mean, we just did it in February, March, end of February, and this will be end of June.
I think productivity will be a better one.
Productivity. So
yeah.
Would you rather do the book summaries or would you rather do this one?
Oh, this productivity course promotion? That's a good, let's try the course promotion. Right? Because it worked. It's been working. It's been very
working on warm audience. It will be interesting to see how it works on your audience.
Well, my audience is pretty warm to you, right? So I think we'll see some pretty good results. Considering that you're getting such good results, I would imagine that we'll see pretty good results as well.
Only problem is I won't be able to run any paid traffic to it.
Right. Yeah.
Because the title of the product is it's a huge claim that Facebook will basically kill my every ad that I try to run to it.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm open to either. I think we can make either of them work. This one might take a little more effort to make it work initially, the higher price points.
Yeah. Well, what's the price point for this again?
$97.
97. So yeah, no, I think that's fine. That's not a very high price point. That's
well compared to what we've sold them in the past. This one is higher price points, not high, but higher.
Yeah.
But probably worth looking at. But let me think about it. I'm gonna kind of map it out and see which one has a better shot. By the way, I found a great tool which I've been using for the last few weeks that I really love because it really like something that is very hard to conceptualize. It has made it really easy for me, and I literally I use that tool to map out the whole offer that we did with mental toughness, and the numbers came out so similar to what's. So it's called it's a funnel simulator.
Oh, okay.
It simulates a whole funnel all the way from front to end, sales page, upsell page, bumps, conversions on each of these, and how much traffic are you sending, and it will give you the total dollar amount you're going to make. And it's amazing once you start playing with it, you can see where you make the changes and what that does to the overall dollar amounts and where you should focus your effort to get the most money.
I think I've seen Facebook ads for a tool like that.
Yeah, it's called GERU.
Yep, I've seen ads for that.
It's solid. I love it because it gives so much it's one thing to think about a funnel. It's another thing to be able to actually see it and to be able to tell yourself, okay, if I send 4,000 clicks to this funnel, this is more or less what we'll make given our past knowledge of conversions on each of these pages and so on and so forth.
Does it have a Josh feature where you can
What?
the Josh estimator?
What is that?
We
Where
call that the Earl.
yeah, where it gives you the Josh estimation.
It gives you a downshift.
No, the Josh estimation, the napkin.
I know.
What did Josh
Back
write
of
on
the
the paper?
napkin, Josh. Hey, how did that go finally? What do you guys do on that one?
On what? Oh, I don't know. I don't have the results yet. I'm waiting to hear back from
What?
Results from which?
from the promotion, the Jason Humphreys promotion. So
You have no data on it so far?
well, I have data on it, but I just don't have the numbers, right? I've got like I can look at the back end and see how many sales, but I don't know. I also don't know how many of them clicked on the first email. So I sent him that data. So he's supposed to give me the numbers today.
But other than the first email, what's the number?
It looks like something like I don't have the number. I mean, I can just see sales here. It looks like something like 30 sales or so. So
30 sales for $30 products?
well, it's got upsells and stuff. That's why I need the funnel numbers to know because there are different options and stuff. So
30 sales, man. Like even if the upsells convert at 20-25%, there isn't
Yeah.
much room there.
yeah, I mean, there's going to be a bunch more from the first email. So it's probably going to be something like 50 to 60 sales is what I'm guessing, with an average order value of $100. So if it's somewhere around there, then that's a decent, it's not the
Gross
best,
or
but,
net?
of average order value of $100. So that'd be gross.
So gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Did you do the one with Kazi? No?
I haven't done one recently with Kazi.
Do you have any like specific promotions lined up for the next few weeks?
I don't think I have any with Kazi lined up. I think next week is Bulldog Mindset. Let me see.
Nice.
That's
Gonna
probably
pick up another 40, 50 members there.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Let's see. We did JavaScript, mental toughness. Yeah, next is Bulldog Mindset. Oh, and then Kazi is next after that. So, and then Blockchain Developer Bootcamp with Gregory, and then yours. So
it's every week?
yeah, every week. Yeah.
I have a question. Are you sending just a new offer every week, or are you sending content on your mailing list?
I'm sending content as well. Content goes out on Tuesdays and Sundays, and then the offers go out from Wednesday to Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Offers go out on Wednesday to Saturday, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Interesting. Hey, check out the ad library of this girl I was telling you about, Kimberly and Jimenez.
let's see.
You can basically figure out anyone's funnel nowadays by using this ad library and then going to their sales page. And
On Facebook?
yep,
Yeah, that was training day one on the One Funnel Away challenge.
Facebook ad library.
Yeah, Facebook ad library, and then click through all their stuff and see how they're selling it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just the best thing ever because that gives you a lot of data on what's
Yep.
working, what's not working.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You can go all the way to their landing page, check out what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's interesting too because a lot of these folks, like I was looking at Pat Flynn, he had one up that I looked at, and it was over. You know, it was for like a live masterclass in January, but you could still click through it and see how it worked, which was interesting. So
Yeah. Dude, check this out. It's a $9 offer.
Yeah, it's a $9 offer. I'm guessing it's
All the ads
recurring.
are going to a
Let me
no,
see.
it's a one time.
Uh,
But then I
bet.
guess once you click on it, it will probably one-time payments.
Let's see. There's probably some fine print in here for the.
Of course, there's upsells and stuff, but no, I mean the front end could be $9. It's not a big deal because they get you on the upsell and they get a whole bunch of people on the front end offer. You get a large volume of people selling when you're selling $9 offer.
There's a bump for the productivity clinic for $37. Interesting.
Damn that bitch. Stealing my productivity shit.
If you decide the program is not for you, we'll buy it back from you once you turn in your completed homework. That's an interesting.
Sales psychology.
in other words, you have to do
I'm
the
sure
work in order to
once you
get the
start
guarantee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. It goes straight to a checkout page also, right? There's no sales page. Oh wait, no, never mind. No,
There
was
is a sales page.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I forgot. I went to the sales page. So
Though for a $9 offer, you could go directly to
yeah, it's a pretty big sales page for.
for a $9 offer.
Well, but it's obviously working if she's spending a lot of ad money on it. So
Well, and there may be an upsell behind it, right? So it's a $9
There's
offer. And then
probably a bunch of upsells behind
oh
it.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure that.
And so if the average sale is $50 or $100,
And these are all active ads, by the way. They've
Yeah.
been running. She's not even actively monitoring them. I mean, she is, but they've been running since February. That means she's just getting leads and converting that shit and not even trying to churn out new ads anymore. Unlike VShed, which is running through like 100 ads a day, every freaking day. Did you see their ad library?
Yeah. Interesting. It's hard to believe that something that small is converting, but yeah, I'd like to see what else is in the funnel. I guess I can pay $9 to find out.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, share your screen.
That's actually what they said to do is, if you can afford to, buy their offer and see what they sell next.
Yep. Share your screen after you put your credit card in there so we can enjoy that funnel. Till she makes I'm assuming she'll make an offer for the membership. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
That would be amazing to see that she can take someone from a cold. There we go.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go to one of these ads. Let me change the sizing here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and start now.
She has a really slow loading page though.
It's not too bad. Okay.
Oh, maybe my internet connection is slow.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me do this real quick. Or here.
You don't need to share your screen when you're putting your credit card. We can see. Oh, we don't. We just see the ad library right now.
You just see the ad library right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But once you get on the upsell page, that's when we want to see it.
Yeah.
And don't buy the productivity upsell.
Yeah.
Because that would offend Manny.
Yeah, I know.
Buying a competitor's product.
Unbelievable. But this girl is a ray of hope for all of us.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Go
let's see
ahead.
what happens here.
Let's do this shit.
I like how you make me spend the $9.
You're the membership guy.
Okay, so there's an 8-minute video.
Let's listen to it.
Oh, no video.
7-day
just
trial.
Audio.
No, it's a video.
Well, sort of. It's
just the words.
yeah, it's just a VSL type of video. Okay, without picture.
What is she offering though? Can you just play it?
Give me the $7
7-day
$1
$1
trial plus monthly
But
discount.
what is it? What is it? Let's at least find out.
Well,
what
let's
it
go
is.
to the end so we can see. Okay.
And you want the sales pitch, man. You want to know what is in the sales pitch. So you don't
Okay,
want to
here's
just
what
skim
happens
through it.
The business for online creators. Select an upgrade button below to begin your no-risk $1 trial for 7 days or more.
Hang on.
Well,
Let me go to her website and check out what this
It
product
just
is.
says you won't find this offer anywhere else on, but
No, the offer
maybe the
you won't,
offer. Yeah.
you won't find the offer, but you will probably find the thing that she's selling.
Let's see.
Is it business lounge? What is it?
You spend $1 for 7 days, and it looks like you might get a discount, but it says right underneath there, no thanks, I'd rather pay full price, $99 a month later on. So I'm sure you put your credit card in there, it charges you the $1, and then in 7 days it charges you $79 or something for your monthly membership.
$99.
I think it's
Well,
giving
it said
access to
plus
all the
monthly
courses.
discount.
So she's got all of her, because okay.
Oh yeah,
What did we buy here?
get
We
access
bought
to all of her courses.
we bought this content library, right? But then she's got all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're getting access to all of that.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you might as well just
Great.
listen to the damn thing so we know how she's doing it.
It's okay, fine. Here, we'll do it at least at 2x speed.
Oh yeah, 3x. Who cares? We'll just get to a skimp of what it is, really.
Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, you can't hear the audio?
No,
Well, all right.
that's fine. That's fine. I think
Hold
she's
on.
gonna just say what's on the page or what's on the page anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You're the one who wanted to see this, so let me see.
No, so I'm actually interested in seeing it, not necessarily listening, because she's got everything on text.
Where's the thing to like turn on your audio for?
Yeah, it's $99 a month. Business
Yeah.
lounge.
Yeah, but it says plus monthly discount, so I'm assuming that she gives it to you for. And she probably says in there you get a 10%.
97.
Yeah, $2 discount. There you go.
She gives it to $97 a month.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So that's basically the pitch. So I'm gonna say no thanks.
Are you sure?
Oh, now a downsell. So
Yep.
yes, add this program to my
All
order.
right. What is it?
And this one I can't fast forward.
What is it? You can if you.
Let me see.
So, I mean,
Hold
pretty
on.
interesting that she goes from a $9 offer to a $99 a month membership straight up.
Yeah.
Well, it must be working because I can't imagine that.
I'm guessing this is templates.
No, it's
Yeah.
again the business lounge something.
Hold on.
Oh, let's look at her other offerings on her web sales page. That'll tell us a lot.
Okay. It's a design course using
It's a
Canva.
design- Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Poor John had to listen to it at 4x so he could tell us what was going on.
Zero to
Amazing.
branding.
She doesn't even tell you what the price. Zero to branding. She doesn't even tell you the price on the button.
Right.
Oh, that's crazy.
I bet if you click yes, add this program to my order, it'll tell you how much it is.
No, it's $200. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Won't.
I see. $200 discount. Let's see what the
Discount.
price is.
Yeah. Yeah. Won't tell you. Probably $97.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 97. Yep.
Yeah.
So $99. Okay. So let's say, no, I don't want this.
And then it's going to say, you're hopeless.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You need to buy something. You fucker. You're not getting away with $9 purchase. One last
this is
chance
a
for the
downsell.
zero to branding at a significant discount and snag a flexible payment plan.
For $47.
Right. So she basically sells you on a payment plan if you're not going to go for the $99 one payment.
Complete master that.
3 payments of $37.
Okay. 3 payments of $37. That's interesting. So she's re-pitched the zero to branding.
It's
and
a
does that
downsell.
include does that include that branding, that the one she just
No.
advertised?
No,
I think
no.
so. Yeah, this is it. Our complete
It's just a
master
branding
design
thing.
program.
That's it.
No, I know, but it includes this. It includes the program she just pitched that I just rejected. So
That is all it is.
no, it's not just that. It's the actual.
that.
It's those. Oh wait. Oh, I see. It's the thing that she just pitched.
Yeah, but it's a downsell.
Okay, it's not the membership. It's just a one-time.
Yeah, there's no membership. It's just
Yeah,
that instead
yeah.
of paying $97, you're paying 3 payments of $37.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah, interesting. It'd be interesting to see what the upsell, downsell funnel looks like. If I said yes and bought stuff, I wonder how far the upsell funnel would go up to. Probably to a personal coaching at the end of the funnel. So, but you can do that experiment, Manny. You can tell us how much the.
I will do it.
I'll do the downsell funnel. You do the upsell funnel.
But I mean, okay. Nice. I agree. I'm all about buying people's products to figure out how they're selling it. I'm kind of like a nerd about that. But it's interesting, right? Facebook ads to a $9 offer. All her ads, if you look at it, all her ads are running to that $9 offer.
Right.
Right? None of them are running to her
Interesting.
$99 membership.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all running to the $9 offer, which makes sense. Because you just want to get people in so that you can, now that you've got them in, you can sell them the other things. So
Yeah, you just want one in,
yeah.
even if it is at break even or you at a loss.
Yeah.
You want one in because then you are hoping you can sell them on the next product. In her case, it's a $99 a month membership. I think what Keith was talking about was back in the day, it was $49 a month when she was first getting her ads off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. That's a pretty good system. I need to actually put
So
in
now,
some
now at least
upsells.
we know. Now we know that it's not just some like. I remember we've had a lot of conversations about whether ads work or don't work, or can someone convert them profitably or things like that. We can see this. It's living proof. It's working for people, and they're just even for that low price point, they're making it work.
Yeah, well, the key is the back end, right? It's the funnel,
Always,
the upsell
always.
funnel. Like you can't make money on the front end on the ads for something like this. You have to have the back end funnel. So
Yeah.
oh, by the way,
front end funnel.
oh yeah, so okay, so I switched everything to Thrivecart, right, for Simple Programmer.
Nice.
So so my month to date sales, and actually I have some links that are broken now, but for Simple Programmer products is $3,100, okay, which is decent. That's higher than it's been, but in the month, yeah, the month's almost over. But when I go into transactions, right, so and then I filter it by upsells, guess how much of the revenue is from upsells?
I would say upsells and bumps. I would say around 30 to 40%.
It's yeah, $1,300. So yeah, about
30%.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. Just switching to, you know,
Yeah.
just having the upsells in there, and bumps is $130. So
So your bumps are not optimized.
yeah, I mean the
bumps-
bump is only a $5 bump on one
Well,
of the
change it.
products. Yeah, yeah, I have to add some
Change
more.
the bump to a better bump. Seriously, change the bump
Yeah.
to a better bump.
Yeah.
In fact, bump like or order one of like offer the if it's a $70, $100, $99 product, offer another $49 product as a bump.
Yeah, well, that's a bump on a free product on the free download from the Software Developer Career Guide. So
Okay, but what about the
package.
normal products that you sell?
The normal products don't even have bumps on them right now.
Why not?
Because I haven't had any focus. I just been switching to Thrivecart, but now I'm going to start adding some bumps and.
I've been telling
optimizing it
Josh
now.
this thing for the last 2 years that bumps are like gold.
Yeah.
You get free money basically just for
Yeah.
writing 3 lines of copy. You get money coming down for no good reason.
Yeah.
Do you know how like did you see how much we made in bumps from the mental toughness promotion?
No, how much?
We had 38% uptake on the bumps.
Wow,
30.
that's an insane. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So $39 front end products, right? And $29 bump, and 38% people took the bump.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That basically increases the car like the front end cart value right away.
Yeah.
Right? Straight
Yep.
up you increase the value by another $10 more or less.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely bumps and upsells and downsells is the way to go. Those are the critical pieces for sure.
I don't even have any downsells. I just like I think we did almost 40% of the front end revenue was in upsells and bumps this time around in the software that we did.
Yeah.
40%.
Yeah.
40%. No. Yeah, 40% of the total was not 40% of the front end, but 40% of total was from bumps and upsells.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bumps and upsells are killer, man. Once you start dialing down that sales page for bumps and upsells, and it's all because John showed me.
The new
There was a
upsell thing.
new editor. Otherwise, I was so unhappy the existing editor that I was like, this is like trash. I hate it. I still use it, but I hate it. But once I saw the new editor, I was like, yes. And that's what caused such a huge jump. That editor probably was worth a few $1,000s right away.
Yeah.
Just because of that, we made a
funny.
shit ton more money. Yeah. Dude, add to this.
Yeah. Yep. I'm shifting my focus toward it. So
Yeah, you gotta convert ads. I mean, the big thing I've been thinking about, like I've been studying, and what I'm learning is that it's not when you change the mindset from this is what I sell, and let me bring traffic over. Let me bring organic traffic over to sell this product. That's the warm traffic mindset. The cold traffic mindset, I feel, is more like, what can I build that will sell the best,
right.
or that will improve that'll make sure that I sell like that. That'll make sure that I can profitably sell what I want to sell the most.
Uh-huh.
Right? Huge difference. Huge difference in mindset. In warm traffic, we're saying, let me just sell what I've built to these people. Over there, we're saying, how can I build the perfect offer, the perfect upsell, the perfect sequence? Like everything is up for grabs. The front end product is something maybe you will have to create. Maybe you won't be able to sell a front end membership right away, just like this girl was doing, right? But that's the mindset for cold traffic, which is, let's go, it's okay. Maybe we need to build an upsell. Maybe we need to build a product to sell the main product.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just have to be delivering a huge amount of value up front, right? That's perceived value there, which for $9, what she's offering is a huge value, right? So
Yep.
yeah, makes sense.
I mean, she could have tried to sell the membership right up front, and that probably would have not. I'm sure she's already tried that, and that's why she's come to this conclusion now that this is better offer.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right, shall we wrap things up here?
I was gonna say I've got to go soon, so
Use some thoughts for the week.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
See, I'll go first. So my thought for the week is test everything on yourself, right? You test it and see, right? This is from everything from, because it's, that's what I'm usually constantly doing with fitness and with productivity and all of these things. And even just like with the caffeine experiment, it's like you can read all these books and you can read all these studies and you can find arguments on either side of it. And people can tell you how to, for example, run ads. But if you don't actually test it and see what works, you're not going to really know. And some of it is even, I've been making these cloud cookies almost every night, right? As I'm doing my diet program, which is basically like cloud cookies are like egg whites. It's basically egg whites, some artificial sweetener, and then, I'm adding like some low calorie chocolate chips to it. And that's it. That's the only ingredients in the thing. But the first time that I cooked it, like the recipe, it came out not so good. It tasted weird, tasted eggy. And then, and I've been doing it. I've probably done like 12 times. So I've been making all these slight alterations in such a simple thing, right? I mean, that's a simple recipe, right? It's egg whites, it's artificial sweetener, and it's some chocolate chips, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the thing about it is, it's like, well, how much do you whip the egg whites? And I tried using egg whites from a carton, tried fresh egg whites. Now I'm using powdered egg whites, right? And the powdered egg whites work. They're the most convenient and they work really well, right? With the right amount of water. And then it's how long do you blend those egg whites, right? It makes a huge difference on how long that you do it. And then how do you cook it? I tried cooking it at a high temperature for a shorter amount of time, and the insides got soggy, and and then I tried cooking at a lower temperature for a much longer amount of time, and that came out a lot better, right? And then it's like, well, what is the size of the cookies that you make, right? If you make them too big, then that's it. So I tried making them smaller, right? And so in this little simple recipe that has 3 ingredients, right? You could basically, like, I could give you the recipe and tell you these cloud cookies are awesome. Here's what you do: egg whites, some artificial sweetener, and some chocolate chips. And you just bake them in the oven at 375 degrees for 9 minutes. Perfect. You'll love them, right? And you bake it and you'll be like, this shit sucks. These are horrible, right? And you'll say, this recipe sucks. But it's all these small variations, right? And even when you're adding, at what point are you adding the artificial sweetener, right? And how you're mixing it in, and all of these little things that matter, and what you bake it on, and all of these little pieces of stuff. And you kind of, the only way for me to figure that out is for me to do it myself and to make these sort of tweaks and try a few different things and see. And so I'm getting to a point where now I can make really, it went from like a 3 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. And again, this is the simplest thing. And so it goes with everything, right? You got to test these things. Like it's a lot of times people say, oh, this shit doesn't work, but it's because if a 3 ingredient recipe could go from a 3 to a 10 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 just based on some small variations, it may be that the funnel works. It may be that you just have some small little pieces that you don't have right, or the way that you're doing it, or whatever it is. And so there's no formulaic approach. Even the same thing with diet and with nutrition and working out and all those things. And so you've got to actually test the stuff yourself, and keep testing it and keep making those changes if you want to actually get something that's going to work really well.
I will add,
Yeah.
I'll piggyback on it, and I will say, in life, most of the things, it's not like the thing doesn't work. It's more that you have to make the damn thing work.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And that's a huge mindset shift that we need to have in life. Just like ads. It's not that ads don't work. We just have to make ads work.
Right.
And organic traffic works. You just have to make it work. It has its limitations.
Right.
And, basically, I am high on ads right now because I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure them out. And the more I think about it, the more I realize it's all a game of committing to figure it out, just not so much a game of whether my business is the right business to run ads on.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Which is a huge, it's up here, and that can make or break the whole thing. Because if you go in with the mindset, okay, let me see if ads work for me, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Because running ads is like trying to push a train. Initially, you won't get any return on the ad spends. Nobody knows you. The cold audience doesn't care about you. So you're going to be spending money and it's not going to return anything. And you're going to be like, shit, screw this. Go back to doing things the old way. But the truth is that ads will only work, or any marketing effort will only work once you commit to making the damn thing work. But again, I'm going to qualify that with the understanding that organic traffic methods they are limited in their scope and they have a specific purpose. Ads have a different purpose. And every marketing, no matter what marketing you do, you're always spending. That's a huge shift that I kind of understood. Like, no matter what marketing you're doing, you're always spending resources. You're always buying it, right? Whether you are putting your own sweat and blood into doing that marketing organically, or whether you're paying for it, you're always spending money and time and resources on marketing. It's never free. It's always paid. The only question is what part of paid you're doing.
Exactly. Yep.
100%
agree.
So my thought is somewhat related, but it's, if you want to learn something, go find somebody who knows how to do it. I mean, I knew basically nothing about sales funnels. I'd kind of seen things. I had a little bit of an idea about it, but I had no idea how to put one together. I had no idea what made them work. I had no idea what made them not work. And so, by signing up for this challenge and putting myself in a position to go and dive deep, I don't know how much of this stuff is going to stick, but I'm going all in and I'm pushing everything that I can into learning this stuff so that I can understand it to the level that I need to get what I need from it. And so just by putting myself in a position where I can, level up on it quickly by doing immersive learning, I feel like I'm really getting to a point where I can, level up some of this stuff. So.
Nice.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, let's go make some ads.
Yeah.
Some funnels.
This should happen.
All right. See you
Later.
guys next week. Yep.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Oops.